Not every fight is with fists flying. Who's the better team? The Titans or the Justice League? Let's let them decide. This is the complete story series where we take your favorite comic books, we break them down into digestible bites, and then we recap the story for you so that you understand what's going on, but that would be boring, so we add in funny voices, music, and occasionally sound effects. I hope you guys enjoy. Is there anybody there? Rings off the halls of the empty room. Garth looks around wondering where he even is when there's a crack of lightning and Wally West arrives on the scene. But quickly following that, there's a second crack as Barry Allen screeches to a halt in front of them. Wally asks Barry what he's doing here, but in typical speedster fashion, they begin to talk it out so fast that Garth has to tell them to stop. Then he asks the question that all of them should be asking. How did the three of them get there? And Arthur Curry, aka Aquaman, walks up correcting him. How did the four of us get here? Garth bows before his king, and then the four of them begin to put the situation together. While they don't know how they got here, they do know that it must have been something powerful, and communications between the Watchtower and Titan's Tower has been cut off for them. As they begin to discuss the situation, Nightwing overhears them and he jumps over a railing just as Aquaman is starting to take control of the situation. He explains that they need teamwork, cohesion, and he begins to turn to Barry. Flash, you and your protege should, but Garth stops him. You're the leader suddenly? I'm a founding member of the Justice League and the King of Atlantis. What's your question exactly? Garth defiantly talks to his king. Nightwing is the leader of the Titans, and Aquaman without flinching turns to him. No doubt, but where is he the king of exactly? Nightwing takes a moment to break the tension, telling the group that they need to work together, and then he tells the Flashes to run off and check the area. Aquaman isn't too pleased as he turns to him. Did you just take charge? Weren't you about to suggest that, sir? Both Barry and Wally run off, but what they find is the Princess of Themyscira pointing the blade of her sword at Donna Troy. It's Diana, also known as Wonder Woman, telling Donna that she does not trust her. But Donna wants to know what's the matter with Diana. She knows her! How can she turn on her like that? Everyone walks into the room wanting to know what's wrong with Diana, but she asks the more important question. How do any of us know who we really are? If someone can abduct us, couldn't they in theory replace us? And Batman agrees as he's leaning in the doorway of that room. First intelligent thing that anyone said. What is really going on here? How could this have actually happened? Well, it's the key. He's brought both teams here for the purpose of straining their relationships. People know of relationships like lovers, friends, and allies. But what about mentor-pupil relationships? A mentor can pick apart a pupil's mind while a pupil can reveal the mentor's private self. They need stress so that they can break because he needs them to break. But back with our teams, Batman and his Aquaman try to reach out to marine life in the area, but it doesn't work, which means they are either many miles away from the sea or they are shielded somehow. Batman then tells the Flashes to get back to their reconning, and as they race off, Wally turns to Barry. Looks like the pecking order just changed again, and Barry informs Wally that when Batman's in the room, it always changes. But before they can get going, Barry stops him. I want to apologize, Wally. So far you've been called my protege and my boy, but I don't consider you either. I consider you a Flash. The Justice League just isn't used to the Titans being grown up. Forget it, Barry. Even though I'm not your protege anymore, I am your legacy. And they both race off to check out the signs of the building. Back with the rest of the team, Donna approaches Diana to ask her why she's treating her like this. Is she being punished or something? And Diana tells her that it's not that, they just can't trust each other right now. No one can until this is resolved. But Donna presses on. It's more than that, you've been distant for a while. You're so cold towards me. And Diana shrugs it off and walks away. It's nothing. I can't trust anyone in here, just get over yourself. But while this is happening, Nightwing and Batman are watching. This isn't gonna work, Batman. We need to work as a team. This isn't a team. Until we know what's going on, I can't trust anyone. So do as I say. And then Batman begins to walk away from Nightwing. That's not going to work for you. For getting us out alive. So Nightwing does decide to take charge, and he points out the obvious. Look, they took the lasso off of Wonder Woman, which means we can't use it to find out the truth about any of us. But they did leave us the weapons. Why? Garth chimes in. To fight. It's always to fight. So Nightwing walks to the wall and tells everyone to hit it with everything that they have and asks Batman if he brought any explosives. He tells him no, but he did bring corrosives. But the key doesn't like this. It's too much teamwork. So he has a new plan, and in comes Metallo shouting, "It's time to die!" Of course, everyone is surprised, but this is the Justice League and the Titans, so they work together right away with Batman jumping on him to use the corrosives to burn away Metallo's armor. Garth then punches it in the gut while Donna jumps on its back swinging her sword. Just as Metallo goes in to crush Garth and Nightwing, Diana blocks it with her shield, allowing Donna the moment that she needs to cut off its head. Seeing an opening, Aquaman jumps on him, shoving his trident into the hole that once held the robot's mind. But with his defeat, the Flashes return and reveal that this place was built for them. No exits and they can't vibrate out of here, so who built this and why? Meanwhile, over at the Titans Tower in Manhattan, the rest of the teams are already hard at work figuring out where their teammates went. Back at the secret location, Parademons begin to attack our heroes. Wonder Woman cuts off the head of one, while Aquaman charges in punching, and they ask the question, are they being tested? Is this Apocalypse? But as Batman shoots a grappling hook through another of the Parademons, he tells everyone that they aren't real, but they're just as convincing as the fake Metallo was. Barry Allen then bounces between the Parademons, punching them, asking, why would someone throw lifelike versions of some of our greatest foes at us? And Nightwing buries his batons into another Parademon's eye sockets to taser his brain as he tells everyone it has to be psychological. Donna then stabs another in the head, asking if this is meant to break them down, and as Wally drops 4 more of them, he tells everyone it won't work because we're friends. And as their enemies are dropped, Wonder Woman asks, are we? Aquaman agrees, and then Flash asks, why are we starting this again? And Aquaman points at Wally. You want an example? A few months ago, none of us knew that Wally even existed. Not even you, Flash. Flash grits his teeth, staring at Aquaman stone cold. I do now, Arthur, and you better watch what you're implying. Arthur snaps back. I'm just presenting an example. And Gar steps up to his king. Wally, Donna, Nightwing, and I are friends. This is the foundation of the Titans. We know each other. Aquaman retorts, we are friends as well. But Wally asks, are you? You're allies, comrades, but hasn't the League been founded on mutual respect and combined strength? Can you call yourselves friends in the way that we do? Batman stops him there. That's immaterial. There are 4 other relationships here. Nightwing confirms that. There are 4 mentor-proteges here. The idea of that makes Donna snap, though, pointing at Diana. Not all of us. We're not as close as the other 6. Not with the way you've been treating me today. I'm hurt by the way you acted. Garth grabs her, stopping her, but at that moment, Batman is fiddling with the Parademon's goggles, and he reveals something. His cowl reveals 8 heat signatures, but the Parademon goggles reveals that there are only 7 organics. Donna Troy's not human. Everyone turns to her, and Batman shouts, restrain her! Only to see Diana standing between them. This is Donna Troy, and she is not an organic in the way that the gadget can see. Then with pain in her eyes, she turns to Donna. I'm sorry, but I didn't want you to know this way. But you have to before they all turn on you. Donna Troy is not an organic human. She is clay brought to life with magical powers. She is a weapon that was created to destroy me. We prevented that destiny and gave her false memories so that she could live a stable life. You were made to believe that you were a human child orphaned and rescued by me. This stopped you from becoming a weapon, allowing you to become a hero, a titan. Then Diana looks down, unable to face Donna. I'm sorry. Donna falls to her knees with tears in her eyes, screaming, no! And back in the Key's control room, his readings are going off of the charts as the sorrow from Donna is what he needed. The bond is broken, and he now has the power to bring back whoever is the mastermind behind the Key's plan. But there's another effect from the strength of Donna's sorrow. Lilith is able to sense her friend in distress through the shielding, as she tells the remaining League and Titans where their friends are. Back in the room, the rest of the Titans run to Donna's aid, and all 3 of her friends wanting to console her, telling her that none of this matters. She is their friend. She is with them. She's a Titan. Key begins to panic because her sudden surge of sorrow is being calmed by her friends. He didn't get enough to free whoever is behind this. And at that exact moment, Batman, using the Parademon goggles, sees the surge of power coming from the Key's control room. So with the strength of the League and the Titans, they break the walls down, revealing the mastermind behind this, the Key. But at that moment, a boom tube is also opened, and the rest of the League and the Titans arrive to aid their teams. Realizing that he's lost, the Key opens a door and he jumps through it, escaping before Superman can grab him. The teams all return to the Titans Tower, where they go over what actually happened. No one knows what the Key was doing or who he was doing it for, but Batman tells Nightwing to console Donna, and Nightwing assures him it's what the Titans do. Meanwhile, inside, Diana apologizes again to Donna. She was doing what she thought was best, but the Key is actually stuck in between the dimensions, between the doors, telling whoever is stuck in there with him that he can make it work next time. He can do this! But whoever was behind it obviously isn't too happy, as the doors shut and we see him screaming. It's an interesting thing because the Titans and the Justice League are literally 2 different styles of teams. The Titans are friends, and they've come together through their mutual friendships of each other and their mutual desire to be just like their mentors. But the Justice League came together because they are powerful and they respect each other, but they don't hang out outside of Batman and Superman and Hal Jordan and the Flash. You don't see Flash hanging out with Batman. You don't see Superman hanging out with Aquaman. That's just, they don't do that, but you see that with the Titans. So who do you think is the better team? Because this story left that unresolved. Is the Titans a better team because they're friends? Or are the Justice League a better team because they respect each other? Don't forget to subscribe to this channel to keep up to date on DC Rebirth, and also you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Comicstorian.